Hello friends, welcome to this session from ProThoughts on project management in the next decade. We will be going live on this for the thoughts and the what lies ahead on the projects, project management and the projects or the company. So I will start with the presentation which will have insights and the details regarding the next decade availability and the whatever available in the recent future for these things. I have already shared a presentation here. So welcome guys. So this is a webinar from a project management in next decade, what lies ahead from the ProThoughts, which is succeed with your projects and the organization which gives trainings and all these things. So moving ahead, myself, Manoj Bhumkar, a PMP certified senior project management working in the aerospace department, currently in Bharat Forge, Pune, Maharashtra, India. I am having a mechanical bachelor engineering degree in 2003 from Marathwada University in Maharashtra here. And I am proud to say that I am a member of International Fellowship of Rotary Musicians, IFRM 3131, as renowned singer in Pune. So this is just a habit from my side, but that goes on well for the basic things. So moving ahead, the agenda for today's webinar is introduction for the ProThoughts. Then we have discussions for project management in the next decade and what lies ahead. And the third session will be question and answers, which is an interactive session, or you can have a written on the chat box, and Q&A session also. So first slide will be about the ProThoughts, which is our helping partner for the projects related things with the 5 hands and hand-on-hand experience with the things like corporate trainings. We have 25 plus corporate products based on the project management, program management, business agility, and more on these things. Then basically the what is required in this all is mock tests and exam simulators. So which is basically given for the whatever related things and the ProThoughts. It will be named as ProMock, which is exam simulator for the required PMP exams. We have a PGMP exam, DASSM, PMI, ACP, and other PMI exam based simulators. Then it's a certified training workshop we will conduct from under the guidelines of Project Management Institute, which is PMP certification, then PGMP certification and all the related things with the help of MS projects also, which is a basic tool required for the tracking and mechanisms things. Then a basic one going on is e-learning. E-learning trainings for all these things like PMP, then project management, MS project, corporate and customized e-learnings they will conduct for the most of the I can say agencies or manufacturing industries. And the most effective thing from the ProThoughts is a talk management. A talk means it will give all the related management books on a click of the button and on the ProThoughts website, including the very famous book from Rita Mulkai, then Michael 30, Mike Griffith, and PMP preparation flashcards as per the guidelines of PMBOK and PMI, and then cloud subscription required for this PMP things, and the audiobook. So this is basically the ProThoughts which will be giving us standalone things on the mob, I can say, or engineers base, where it is a PMI's authorized premier training partner for project and program management training, and which completely follows Project Management Institute guidelines from the USA base. From here onwards, we will start with the basic agenda, for which we all are here. So that will be the first thing. As we all know, what is project management and what is role of project manager in the organization. So what I will say is, what is the main goal of a project management? Is the purpose of project management is to foresee or predict as many dangers and problems as possible. Why I have highlighted this? Every time wherever there is a project, as we know, project is a endeavor which is having start and end date, which may have the dangers, which may not have the dangers, because if it's a continuous things, then it will not be a project. It is like a start of a series of operations, that is called so the project management is foresee or predict as many dangers and problems as possible, and to plan, organize and control activities so that the project is completed as successfully in spite of all the risks. So what we are here for the discussions is, number one is the future. What will be the future of project management? So what is the stimulant for this is, by 2027 business will need 87.7 million professionals in project management roles. This is the data what we have, and shortage of such professionals is huge risk for organizations requiring to depend on them. Its key role is required to implement strategies, initiatives and deliver innovation. So what we will say again, is it a growing field? Yes, data shows about 70,400 openings for project management specialists are projected each year. This is specific. Each year this is required on average over the next decade. So what is the key takeaway from this is, as we move forward into the future, the role of project management is set to undergo a significant transformation with the new technology. Technology inside the project management as well as the outside the world, like manufacturing and the industries like agriculture, then housing, and everywhere it will be as a technology. So going ahead, next will be, how do you get ahead in project management? So it will be, as we are all project managers and we will be using this technology here, so we should have 7 simple ways to get ahead. So the number one is, maintain an up-to-date detailed to-do list. Plan ahead meetings, due dates, conversations. This is called planning. That is, prioritize the most important work. Establish a team and delegate work accordingly. So this is a team resource, and work means delegation means who is expert in what, and accordingly we have to delegate the work. Then get relevant certifications and trainings required for the resources or any processes or any budget related things or any sanctions for any project like aerospace, like where if you are working in a defense thing, if you are working for the relevant irrigation related things or land related things, that will be the relevant certifications. Take on responsibilities for your organization beyond your project. Structure your day right, including putting in the hours. What is the hours? Means structure your day right. That means it is, we have to be planned every hour of your day in the organization. If it is a 8-hour work, 10-hour work, that all will be including, that will be the thing, the hours. One of the simplest, most effective ways to get ahead as a project management manager is to help solve our organization problem. So this is coming under the take on responsibilities for your organization, so that you will be a unique feature in the organization. And that what will be coming on that, organize and track certifications for others in our industry, so that they will be helpful to a project which is required as a business goal of a company. Then attend career fairs to find prospective interns. Why it is required? So this is the establish a team and delegate work. For this point, this is the required thing. Attend career fairs to find prospective interns. So we have to identify our person which will work in our project, in our company's goal project, and it will be a prospective for the exact business model. Then compare prices and quotes for new equipment. This is the most important thing while budgeting any project or anything cost related to things. So tools etc that the company wants to buy. So compare prices where it will be required anything a 5 axis machine from one source other source. So 2 to 3 quotes are required and all these things will be there. And help others learn to use software or programs that I am regularly using. Why this is required? Help others to learn means our team. It is a team building equipment which will get to on a same platform on a same book where we will have. Otherwise, there will be a chaos. So project manager must practice these things each and every day in order to perform their best. Just this is like a trained athlete, or we can say whatever. Virat Kohli is practicing day by day, 4 hours early morning, 4 hours in the evening in the nets to same moves over and over. So, like we have to be a project manager like Virat Kohli or some other experts in the projects, experts in the games and all this. So, this is the takeaway. And next, going to is why is project management important in 2023 and future? The future of project management looks very bright as our we have the data that 87.7 millions are required. So it is becoming more competitive. So companies are ready to do almost anything to guarantee a successful outcome. Why this is required? Because someone has a goal. Every business has to get the outcome. Otherwise, that is just a charity, and nobody is here to get a charity. So, as a result, project management is implemented for all kinds of activities within the organization, from such tasks as an increasingly complex technology to minor changes in products or process. So, what does the smart project management save time and money, and a key role of that or skills of project management for this? So, they should take accountability, monitoring the overall performance, improving team's productivity, tracking and reporting progress, and the last thing is mitigating all upcoming risk. So risks are to be identified much ahead to start with the project. So without the project management, threats and risks are often swept under the rug or under the carpet and prayed over not to happen. Means everybody will say that, oh, this should not happen, this should not be a big threat for us. Anything, it will be government, it will be research, it will be stakeholders. Somewhat means in agriculture fields, lot of things can happen. Like threats will be, nobody will be able to give you the land, so every manager will say, no, 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 everybody will be supporting to me. But we have to think with the tracking and reporting progress we have to do and mitigating the upcoming risk for this. So this is the statement where without project management, threats and risks are will not be get on the discussion board. So next what we go is reasons why future is of project management. Number one, what is our basic topic is rights of remote work and adaptation for the same. So why it is remote work? Because just now we have came up with the pandemic situations and all. So more people work remotely now than ever before. And the trend of upcoming year is will be the same. Even more employees opting out for remote working. Remote working brings a lot of benefits for the project as well as employment as well as the organizations. Better resource management reduces, this is the main thing, reduces costs and access to talent from all over the world. But along with it, there are positives, there are negatives. So we will not go for the negatives much on this, but cultural differences, specified online communication can turn into serious obstacles. Remote work has become a blessing for thousands, but making the most of the situation and avoiding the problems, it is requiring a talented leadership and a project manager. So what I say here in this, the future of project management is full of opportunity. When you think about industries from space to healthcare to manufacturing, means all over the world, whatever is required to manufacture, whatever is required to get on the board, they are full of big, exciting projects that will have a significant impact. What really excited is we are the ones that are really helping to shape that. So we are the ones means the project managers are really helping to shape that. The next thing is why future is of project management is basically reducing the risk. Now, why this is here? This is I will not read out all this, but I will say a glimpse from is it's the global pandemic and supply chain are damaged currently in this world, and the project manager professionally ensure that the project has right framework with a detailed plan, where I can say all risks are calculated, and basically what we require as a team is everyone should be on the same page. So final thoughts, what we have on project management importance is as a role of PM is a project manager. So executing a project without proper project management is like gambling. So everybody will not sustain using this without project management things. Everybody is doing that same as a functional manager or as a department head. He is doing the project management. But what is the thing I am saying here is without project management, there is usually a chaos. There is a lack of clarity, unrealistic plans and goals. So poor quality results, additional expenses we have to spend, and missed deadlines, which will cause a big delay and expenses for the organizations having the projects. So with project management tools and frameworks, the process is well calculated. The team can relax and focus on their work. Stakeholders, now what is the stakeholders is everybody in the project which is supporting by active participation or a passive participation is called stakeholder. So he should have a formal plan with deadlines and all this. So they have an understanding what comes next, who is responsible for what, and what the risk mitigation plan is if there is a risk for the activity. Now, regardless of whether you are working with one of the waterfall methodologies, agile, or some of the hybrid project management techniques, having a system in place always beats just going with the flow and hoping for the best. So better thing is here, whatever we want to use, waterfall, agile, hybrid, what are the processes there? But using a project management is always a good tool or a good focus to complete the task on time and using the budget. So what is the here end conclusion with this? Without project management, there is always a chaos, lack of clarity, unrealistic plans and goals. So we have to put the project manager or a project management office in the system. So hope this is not going much on the reading out sessions. If required, please take out the notes, which will be good for the Q&A session. Then we will have what are the trends? Basically the trends in this thing will be we have AI, that is artificial intelligence and automation. I will go through this. Then we will have some one slide on hybrid approach. And the next 3-4 things which will be we have covered, that is emotional intelligence and soft skills, that is a person related. So we have this on a personality development sessions. Then data and analysis. Data and analysis again is a part for and the basic requirement for artificial intelligence, which is to be loaded, and then the charts, then we have the dashboards and all the things. Then advanced PM systems. Advanced PM systems is called project management systems. So that will be waterfall is the basic one, agile, and then we have a scrum. But advanced means it will be a hybrid thing. So we have to collaborate either two or all the three processes or all of them for the project to get it final and the correct output which is required, which is defined in the scope of the project. And remote work, which I have discussed already, where it will be due to this the pandemic things, or if anybody wants to collaborate with the experts and all these things, that will be remote working. And the next is cyber security, which is altogether a different subject, where we will be requiring to not to get the hack of hackers and everything. So I'm not going to discuss on this. So next thing is now the trends. So the trend project as business offers a new perspective. So what are the trends coming of this? So what is the basic thing is projects are perceived as an entrepreneurial undertaking to deliver business results. So business results means if I am going to take any business, anything to make, I will think of a profit. So for getting a profit, what should I do? So that are the things called entrepreneurial undertaking to deliver business results. Then the emphasis is on value and benefits. See, the most important thing is value and benefits. Value means it will be cost, it will be manpower, it will be facility, or it will be a positive thing which will give, we will give something to social things, or a mankind, or anything that will be a value. And benefits is benefits to the persons which are in the organization. It will be again we can say a cost benefit, we can say using profit things, it will be called a benefit. And the next main thing is now budgets and time are outraged by the benefits currently, or I can say before 5 years, 6 years, everything will be budget and time. Everybody is going to say, oh, budget is exceeding, time is more, so cut down the cost, cut down the time, we will have a parallel activity, we will have a more resource to implement on that. But there are no longer seen as a strict constraints. So what I am going to say is a trend is no longer seen as strict constraints. So everybody will say, okay, we will put more budget. Okay, time, fine. For the activity related like government thing, like any related to any environmental constraint, environmental projects, time will also be there, but they will not be a strict constraint, because we have to give a value added project, value added output and benefits to the mankind. So for this and the things which are going to be on as a trend, there are number one is artificial intelligence is on the rise right now as a project management, where organizations using to ensure successful project completion in the following ways, that is generate performance insights, improve estimation and predictions, support decision management, perform risk analysis, visualize data, and optimize resource scheduling. So what this is, AI is helping out getting the past data as well as the projects which are already completed by the I can say here by my own organization or our competitors or the others which are in the existing market. Every time they should not be your competitor. It will be on a large scale, small scale, whatever, but the data should be gathered to generate performance insights. Then improve estimation and predictions. Where I will get this estimation and predictions, that will be coming up from the previous thing. If I am a, suppose I am a mechanical industry having experience of crankshafts, having experience of knuckles in the I'm going for a auto thing, it will be for a non-auto side, it will be suppose I am getting walls, bodies and all this. So I will get a proper estimation and predictions to give this kind of things. where it will be a thorough budget and exact budget will be given to calculate the ROI values and the rate of return to before the investment itself. Then the next thing will be support decision management. Using this AI data, the management will be happy to provide the decisions on a go. I will say on a go because it will be visualize things. So they will visualize, they will think on that, and it will be a 5-year data. After 5 years, what will happen? After 10 years, what will happen? So that will be a completely database. Then perform risk analysis. So risk analysis is what will be the risk which we have on the previous projects, where will be the risk on this, and things will be covered on this. Then visualize data and optimize research scheduling. Optimize research scheduling, what if there are some experts which are to be coming up for a topmost project priority, that we will say, okay, I will take this person here and give a proper working for that project, as well as the expert comments for the others, which he can be taken care by the his subordinates. But optimizing resource scheduling means so that resource is not burdened with the work. Then the trend is self-determined working. So this is coming as a optimized resource scheduling only. So self-determining working in flexible environments. Like I can have a work from home, then I will have a 4 hours working at factory premises, then 2 hours working in the office premises, then I have a customer visits. So it is self determined. So I will be giving that things, I will define myself, team will define myself, our workings, that where to do what. And then from there onwards it will be a project which is managed through that through the things. Then resource planning, this is again same thing, that is performance insights, resource planning becoming more and more important. And the fourth trend will be greater focus on the benefits of the results. So this is the thing coming as a third point. Budget and time are outdated by the benefits and are no longer seen as constraints. So where it is comes is a trend 4, that is greater focus on the benefits of the results. So what PMI says on this, the project management of the future will see companies continuing to invest in AI to enhance risk management, what we have seen here, decision making, knowledge management, data analytical skills. And the high performing organizations have matured digital transformation strategies and continuously reskill and upskill the workforce. So this is the thing which will be in next decade, that organizations like which are MNCs, which are on a national level, they will be having a high performing organization, we will say, which will have a good output for the year on year basis. Matured digital transformation they will do on this. So there will not be any manual entry, manual work. So they will have using all this artificial intelligence in project management, and hand in hand coordination will be there to generate performance and optimize the final results. So what we have, as I told earlier, this is the last one will be the hybrid approach, which will be the trend which will coming up. So what I will say here, hybrid project management combines traditional and agile approaches. So I earlier given this, that it will be used one or two traditional things and agile or a scrum or all the threes. So in multi-project environments, scrum masters use various strategies to tackle complex problems. Implementing hybrid models synchronizes all communications, projects, people, while aligning with the business goals. What's important is align with the business goals. So according to recent report, this is just got from Global Trends. So I will say 26% respondents said their companies have an established project methodology, which is old one. It's for small duration, agile will be used, and for the bigger durations and all this project management, it will be a waterfall strategy. But recently, moreover, 39% said their organization use a combination of agile and waterfall. Then 18% apply many approaches within a project, and 17% said they have no methodology. So they just go with the heads, or functional head manager, or a company CMD, or anyone. It will be going on that things. So in project managers future, organizations will look for ways to identify reliable and effective mechanisms for project success, where it will be hybrid strategies, various components from agile, scrum, lean methodologies, while providing flexibility for project success. The hybrid approach can also mean combining different project management strategies with team members for multiple backgrounds. This is called remote working, and working methods to drive engagement, efficiency, and stability. Just I want to go back to few of the slides where this point is much effective. Is the first one. Trend one is artificial intelligence, and this is using the hybrid approach, which will be this. Here I can have this 5-6 things which will be cover up. Okay. So what is I'm going to focus on this is artificial intelligence with the use of hybrid approaches for generating performance, improve estimation, and majority it is support decision. What will be the risk analysis and visualize data. So the end of the session, it will be artificial intelligence will continue to grow in the project management. There is a insight of artificial intelligence, but it won't replace. Please make a note of this. It won't replace the essential work of a project manager. So a project manager is required everywhere. Every project and every company wants now a focused project manager, a dedicated project manager, which will have these three technologies, which will be they might be having a agile approach, or agile training, or scrum master, I can say, or a basic one, that is waterfall. So what I will say here, basically thing is, importance is to use any one technology of these three and a project management tool. I can say from my experience that the project management it will be using a Microsoft project will be much efficient for any small scale or a large scale industry, where I can have all the four things, that is 4 M's: money, man, machine, and methodology. All the four things will be combined in the project management tool called Microsoft Project, where I have a activity, a start, end, a resource, then cost, and a risk identified or a mitigation identified for that. So the basic thing for my from my side as a thing will be use as a hybrid approach, where as a time being also we can use that. So for some part of a project we can have a agile approach. For some part we will may use a long term goals, it will be a waterfall, like making of a part, or making of the land making arrangements, or will be it will be a waterfall thing. But after getting a land on that, we can use agile to get on the things available for the project. So the justification will be given accordingly on the things, and the project will be combines traditional and agile or a scrum approach. So this will be the thing from my side. So I will have a question answer session on this. So I will currently stop the sharing. So we will have this Q&A session here. So if anybody has, it will be. If you are Abhinay, it's good to have helpful for our career. See, in the slide 2 or 3, I have shown that I will share again the same thing, where we have to be on the page. What we have started is the thing. See, the business will need 87.7 million professionals in project management roles. So, and about 70,400 openings for project management specialists are projected each year. And this is the data from the PMI as well as the project management overall institutes. So we are on a very good career path. As I am a PMP certified, I am will be happy to say that we have a very bright career. In one of the slide also, I have given the things that where it will be. Yeah, the future of project management looks bright. So this will be the business environment is only becoming more competitive. So companies are ready to do almost anything to guarantee a successful outcome. So they required a project manager on this. Hope I am resolving your query on this. Good figures about project management process being used in the industry. ProThoughts and PMI should focus to make more and more companies aware of PMP. Narayanji, this is a good thing, and now as I have discussed in the slides also, PMI is now getting more mouth publicity, I can say. It's okay with the tutorials and the study materials and all this. But as companies are making towards the goal-oriented things and time-bound budget constraints are there, cost constraints are there. So they are more focusing on these things. ProThoughts is again I can say doing a very good job on this to train the peoples from the company environments. So there is the thing what I have given as a first slide, where I have something insights of the ProThoughts. So it is on the screen right now. So they are providing the corporate trainings for 25 plus products based on project management, program management, business and agility, and all these things. So it's a very useful team, I can say, for me to build a project manager skill within myself, and to improve on the things. So ProThoughts is uh, giving you all the required certification training using the workshop, then exam simulators and e-learnings. for the things. So their highlights is think project management, think pro thoughts. So pro thoughts means it's a thought. So there will be directly on the this thing we have to come up. Hope I am clear with this. Along with the PMP certification, do we also require to get a certified in agile related certification? Basically, Jay Prakash ji, uh, we are good with the PMP certification because PMP is itself is having somewhat, I can say 30% things will be on the agile, then 30% things will be on Scrum. It will be a rough number, frankly speaking. But suppose your organization, I can say whatever organization means everything comes, IT industry, doctorate and medical and everything will be there. So I will say if it has a product duration of a short time, I can say, then you have to go specific for agile. You have to go specific for agile. PMP gives all the three things, that is waterfall, agile, scrum. But if it is specifically depending on, I have given in the slides that we have to think of our organization also. Otherwise, you will be doing something that will be tangent to the organization goals. It will not be good enough. So, if it is demand from the your organization, you have to go for agile related certification. Hope it will be happy to hear this. Next is, can we get this PPT relevant data to study? I have to take this permissions from the ProThoughts, then we will go with that. So I have the few things on this, so it will be coming up. Next is scope of doing PMP this year and any tips on the studies for same. I have given that scope of doing PMP this year is very bright. I have done it and giving the trainings to all my colleagues in the company and all these things, whichever my friends are there who are interested in this. And studies, I will straight away say join with the ProThoughts. They have online as well as offline classes, courses, training materials, and all this. So clearly, the tips and all will be given in these sessions, which are provided from the ProThought sites. So that will be things on the things. So I will have one or two slides for the contact details and whatever else there. So see, for more information, you have to mail us at info@prothoughts.in, and there is a number. Please note it down. This will be good for us. Use. And then if it will be, so what will be the next on this? So you can note down that numbers. I will get it on the screen again. Is this screen visible to all? Yeah, thank you, boss. Thanks. So what this is one, I'll just, good one. Thanks, Pooja ji. So any more questions on this? I'm not sharing now the screen. So so we have some this poll now. Just I have to say that please give the feedbacks for these sections. So I am going to start this. How was the session? So can I go for the next one? So this is the nice question. If you are interested in PMP certification, if possible, please give this feedback so that I will go ahead with the next and the last poll. This one, would you like our consultant to provide you the details for PMP training? I have given the contacts and the mail ID for having a good contact here. So guys, thanks for joining this session, and I'm thankful to ProThoughts for giving me this opportunity to share a few thoughts on the project management in next decade, what lies ahead as a trend, as a future, and the things. And much thankful to Namita ma'am for having arranging this session with proper peripheral things. So can we conclude this, guys?